All right, welcome to the second game of the evening. Up this time is Build a Bridge. Um, Test your engineering and improvisation skills in a puzzle game where the stakes are as high as they get. It is you who will construct bridges for cars, trucks, buses, and sometimes even monster trucks. I have questions. Um, Gather your wits and get on with the construction. Right. So obviously we got a bit of what it says on the tin here. You are building bridges. But I suppose the question that comes to mind here, Petty, is it one of those games where you have to take physics into account?
There is some like stricter physics than some of the like more laid back ones, but I don't know like how strict reality is the physics, you know?
Right. But how much do you have to take gravity and weight into account?
I don't know how much they mess with like different types of weight, but gravity is definitely a thing. There is like an outer space level that does mess with gravity a bit.
Mm. And stress. Does
Str-
it take stress into account?
yes, I think that's mostly what it's dealing with when it comes with stuff breaking is more of stress being applied.
Yeah, that's what I thought because we have reviewed a few bridge constructor games, including Bridge Constructor.
Hmm.
Um, that was a long time ago,
Yeah.
um, but we're no strangers to this type of game, so it's important to nail down the details.
Right.
Right. So with that in mind, why don't you take us through this title as best as you can in your current condition?
All right. So, how this title specifically goes is you're given a budget. You start off with some various materials and you basically build a bridge. You're typically building the actual driving surface and then either suspending it or planting it into the ground depending on um how the level is laid out. There is also suspension bridges. um Most of the early bridges have wooden supports, but then you can later unlock metal. There's also like cable supports. um if you're feeling daring, you can also make a ramp. The ramp seems kind of like what they're gearing you towards is make a ramp and do cool shit instead of building a safe bridge or building it for the lowest cost you can. um but yeah, most levels, at least the early ones, can be built you know, relatively simply. You don't need to make a jump to have your car jump across unless you want to. And then obviously it goes off from there. You can build it around, you know, balloons if you want to for whatever reason. Sometimes you can tie the cable, like the cable suspension to a for a bridge on a balloon or just build over the balloon.
Mm.
Sometimes you do have to take the height of, like, if you're doing a canal, you need to take the height of the ships into account when you're building your bridge, or else collisions happen and restart level. Um, there is like some interesting stuff you can do, like You can get, instead of like usually these ones where it's just 2D affair, you can actually have a camera mode where you're looking through the driver's perspective. You can't actually control the vehicle going across the bridge; you just watch it go by as the driver. And yeah, the game is interesting. It's not the best controlled with a mouse. It desperately wants you to play with a touchscreen, at least from what I've found. And it does seem there does seem to be a Android version of this game. But as far as the Steam version, uh it's fine in a pinch. Unfortunately, it's not something I would want to play tethered to a computer. And I don't think this has Steam Deck support. Let me scroll down a little bit. It supposedly has controller support, but unknown Steam Deck compatibility. It's definitely one of those ones that if it works on the Steam Deck, that'd be great. Or I guess remote play if you have a good internet connection to your house and know how to set that up. But the version I have here in front of me, I probably would have at least liked to play a little bit more of it before my, eye issues. And like once my eye starts healing up, if I have time to go over the break, I might poke at it again. Because like I used to play a lot of stuff like this back in high school, college. So like there's some fun things you can do here. I just could not put as much time as I like to in it because of eye problems.
Right.
What are we looking at price wise?
$10.
And I'm guessing the app versions are free to play with microtransactions.
I don't know. I haven't looked at that version. So let me go bring that up.
Because it actually does matter a little bit. Because if it's, 99 cents to remove ads on the Android iOS version compared to $10 for this,
Right. Let me see. Dated. Huh. Okay. You can install this on Windows, apparently.
Huh. Yeah, that was a thing you could do back in the day.
No, I mean like right now.
Unless there's a Windows Store version, I think they removed the ability to install, actually install Android apps unless you already had that package installed.
Let me check the iOS version. Looks like this is free to start.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah. And in terms of in-app purchases, $10 to unlock all, $3 to unlock easy mode, $3 to remove ads. Welcome offer starter pack.
So basically, you're getting the unlock all pack with this.
Yes, but it looks like this also got some DLC that I'm not sure is in this package.
Yeah, and does it say anything about moon levels or
Nothing there, but oh yes, there it is.
because there
That
was
was
like
a
the
DLC pack.
space and oriental that were
Yes.
optional modes
Space
I
World,
could use.
yeah, Space World was $2. Orient World, really? We don't use that word
I
anymore.
am aware.
No, I'm talking about the app here. Like,
Yeah.
that's outdated terminology. But anyway, that's $6.
Yeah, and those
Yeah,
were
not
included in the Steam version.
not surprising. If you go for the mobile version, you're going to be nickel and dime out of quite a bit of money, actually.
Yeah.
Um, unless the unlock mode is truly unlocking all,
Yeah.
um, then it's the same price.
Though with the caveat, this game seems to be made for a touchscreen.
Mm. You
So
know, we've
if
encountered that
yeah,
before, like the Bridge Constructor
yeah.
series. It came across that way as well, if I'm remembering correctly.
So I guess if you have like an iPad or a large format Android phone, probably
Mm.
look at the mobile version. If you just have like a PC as your only large format option to play this, then it's fine. It's better with a touchscreen, but it's also not worth dropping like 2-3 grand for a touchscreen equipped monitor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's serviceable with a keyboard or with a mouse. It's not like some of these games where it sucks. And supposedly it has controller support, though I would not recommend it. Just because it was very fidgety, even with a mouse. I couldn't fathom trying to do this with a controller.
Mm.
Any questions or comments from you guys?
Nope.
I think I'm good.
All right. Then that's it from me. And yep.
All right. So that'll about do it for Build a Bridge here. At least as much as possible. Once again, this was kind of reviewed under medical duress. So, with that in mind, though, coming up after the break, the Golics will be reviewing Plan B Terraform.